this very appropriate to the times that are in it, this frosty photograph. I think we've all been studying frost in recent times and worse, but a beautiful image of a leaf lying on frosty grass. I think that's hers over here as well, am I right? The ballerinas in a school gym, and a type of photography I love myself, black and white kind of documentary photography of people's lives. And then back to Aoife's two very moody and very clever, kind of like still lives, or it's amazing how simple little objects can say so much. A pair of glasses on the keyboards, and the flower in the pages of a book, suggesting all sorts of things, reading, suggesting music, suggesting very thought-provoking photographs. And then on to Magda, is it with the, I think something, if you're an art teacher, I'm an art teacher, I forever am sweeping up pairings of pencils in an art room, and they are, if you don't, it's like if you don't crack omelets, you won't, if you don't crack eggs, you won't make omelets, isn't that right? If you don't pair pencils, you won't make art. And sometimes the throwaway stuff, tremendously observant image of the little detail of life that actually is the stuff of life, and the fantastic colour of that. And then our self-portrait, which takes us into another area, kind of like a risk-taking kind of image, you know, telling us something about herself, quite mysterious. You know, this reference to the geisha makeup, and reference to Marilyn Monroe and the hairstyle and everything, and a fantastic expression of youth culture, something that I think is thriving in the city, and something that we should give lots of space to and encourage endlessly. And it's quite a mature, for somebody of her age, it's actually quite a mature self-portrait. So moving on to Janine with the little arty man. She's well on the road too. It's almost like a still from an animation film. So she's really a filmmaker struggling to break out through a still photograph. It's quite mysterious, and it gets you thinking. Moving on to that lovely landscape then by Colleen. Lovely, again, beautifully observed landscape, talking about opening doors and climbing steps, kind of like, what's the word, again, thought-provoking on sort of symbolic of life, climbing steps, opening doors, etc. And beautifully balanced composition again, and again another good landscape photo. So a lot of photographs without people, but saying a lot about people at the same time. And on to the final kind of intriguing kind of beachscape down at the end there by Sarah Cummins to finish off the show, and a kind of a very intriguing puzzling image that just gets you thinking as well. So I think I've taken you around the walls there kind of on a quick tour of the exhibition, and I hope nobody did any damage to their neck or anything. So look, I think this show sits very well in this space. It's a very mature show, from proving, I think it's at an age for these young people where they're trying to find themselves, and I think they showed that there's a lot going on in their heads and so on, and a great starting point for a career as a photographer. I think you can only build on this, and I think it'll encourage you. A great experience with Jamin, and some of the girls said to me earlier, they really wanted me, if you'd shut up talking, Jamin, I'm trying to actually congratulate you there for a minute. I was just trying to say to Jamin, if he was listening, that everybody on the course said that they wanted to extend a very special thanks to you, that they felt that they really learned a huge amount working with you, and that you know, it went down in their lives as a great experience, and it's put them on the right road with the whole language of photography as regards using it in a more eloquent way to express themselves and to communicate and so on.
Thank you very much, Tom, for that lovely speech. I'd just like to, I've forgotten half the stuff I was going to say. Well, basically, it was officially a 6-week course, but it was actually like 6 days. It all happened in such a short space of time that I'm actually blown away by the standard. Like, to see all this here today, and it's just unbelievable, you know. The talent and the standard is professional. You know, it's not amateur. You wouldn't think it's 15, 16, 17-year-old people, you know, producing work like this, you know. like the course is basically just the basics of photography. It's like covering composition, aperture, shutter speeds, all that type of thing. And it was up to the students themselves to go out and put these techniques to use, you know. Like we didn't have enough time to put them to use in class. It was only like 2 hours per week. And to see the standard and to see them come back each week, I wasn't, like it was my first time doing anything like this, and like seeing them come back each week, I wasn't sure how I was presenting myself, how I was coming across it, I was even getting through to them. Like my main thing was that I didn't want it to come across as though it was like a school course, you know, as they're in school themselves all day and then come back and be in another classroom, you know. It's not what I wanted, but at the same time, I'm really, really proud of them, you know, everyone. I'd just like to thank Siobhan and Brian for taking me on in the first place. Thank you very much, Siobhan. Who helped us get the space, Tom Short, who supported me, our DJ John Ellis, anyone else? Someone else, no one else. I'll think for a minute. Yeah, of course, Tommy, yeah. This wasn't announced, and I didn't tell any of the students, but there was a first and second prize for Best Picture. And it was chosen by someone that's going to remain anonymous, but someone that's qualified. Okay, so Best Picture would be first prize. Should we go second prize first, I suppose? Right, second prize is Colleen. Would you step up, please? Where are you?
I just want to say thanks to Jamin and everyone who helped us get through it. And Spades and everyone.
First prize will go to, drum roll please, Ethan Ryan. And the final looking Oscar there and €20 that's supplied by the youth service.
And everyone. That's it.
I don't know what else to say, so I suppose I declare this officially open, and thank you very much for everyone coming along to support the event. You know, this is what these people need. They need to see people coming along and looking at their work, because it's an unbelievable experience. I've experienced it myself, and I just wanted to share it with them. And, you know, thanks very much, everyone.
In the soul connection, yeah. There's something magic in your misty eyes, yeah. Don't you say that it's all the same, yeah. Don't you say that it's all the same, no. Cause there's something that I can't explain about this. Something that I can't explain, yeah. I can't explain. Oh no. Hey, hey, yeah. Before the night is over, I wanna shake the question. I wanna leave it for now without another mention. We should be letting go instead of holding on. But in the eye in my mind, a mystery is born. No use in looking further, you know it isn't there. And you can stare all you want, the answers won't appear. Try to find it, but I lose myself. I lose lose myself in you. I said I lose myself in you. Yes, I lose myself in you. Yeah, I lose myself in you.